Okay, thanks for tuning in. This is the full results of the Kart Life Player Survey. This was really fun to do. I really appreciate everyone here who filled it out, plus in the chat if you did fill it out. See you later, Jeeves. Thanks so much for joining. We're doing a live stream. We're going to look at the full results, which I touched on in the annual report with some key highlights, but we're going to do the full results here. Each question, they're going to go by really fast, just showing you guys these graphs. But there are some sections here where players entered personal responses. Like here, what issues not listed in my survey would you like to see addressed? There's 234 responses here. So we'll just kind of read through them. I haven't even read through them in full. I've kind of scanned through some of them, but what's up, Califro? What's up, guys? Thank you for filling out the survey. It was cool. We got 550-ish responses. I feel like it was higher and then it went down. I don't know what happened with that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. This is Kart Life, all things Mario Kart Tour. I'm Sammy D. It's the Autumn Tour, Tanuki Tour, and we're looking back on year 2 here. If you haven't seen the annual report, I put it out last week, and very proud of it. Put a lot of work into it, a lot of filming and editing, trying to phrase all this stuff for you and give Nintendo and DNA that direct feedback from the community and some of my own personal opinions. So let's go through the survey. You guys will be familiar with these questions and some of the highlights I've already talked about. So getting some base information, I was really going to ask everyone more about like what issues and fixes are important. But since I was doing this survey, I was thinking, well, might as well get some basic, demographic data about what age you are, if you're a gold pass, if you're a whale, etc., etc. So this first category tries to generally summarize what kind of player someone filling out the survey might be. And I know, there's a whole scale and there's all kinds of baby whales and baby dolphins and sharks and baby sharks and grandfather sharks and whatever there are. But, if you had to pick one category, here's what people chose. 26% of my survey respondents free to play. So roughly a quarter of the players free to play. Kind of surprising. I thought it'd be a little bit smaller than that. Gold Pass only 17.9. That means no extra commemorative packs or anything like that. But those Gold Pass Plus players represented another quarter or so. So that's another sizable chunk. And then you had a lot of people identifying as a dolphin who are Gold Pass, occasional packs. So I would say I'm a dolphin, 1 pack per tour. And 21.1% called them that. Baby whale, you go up to 7.5, and then whale is actually the smallest percentage of the survey respondees. I was actually surprised given how many whale type of players are on my Discord and, Carlos's gang and friends with Carlos, Studfit, ER, everyone we associate with online and stuff like that. But if you add the green, the purple, and the light blue, it's over a quarter of the players are bigger spenders on the game. So that's a general survey here. I guess it's about what you'd expect. Now this one is interesting. If you are a Gold Pass player, do you see yourself continuing your Gold Pass subscription? I put this in here because I hear a lot of people say a lot of times, I'm thinking about canceling my Gold Pass. 55% says yes, as long as the game is actively developed, which to me, kind of you can interpret as yes, I'm going to continue it no matter what. And that's kind of me. I'm going to continue it no matter what, as long as the game's going on and actively developed. But then a good quarter of you, the red, yellow, and green, are basically on the fence, saying yes, but only if the game continues to improve the rewards. A small percentage saying no, I'm considering canceling, and then not sure there. Then again, a quarter of the players not Gold Pass, they're free to play, so they don't count. I should have just left that out and said if you are a Gold Pass player. But anyway, people generally satisfied with Gold Pass, but definitely a marked statement here that they would like to see it improve. And then, a lot of complaining from different people about, well, always a lot of things, right? In this community, there's a lot of complaining about the game. But this is a pretty solid chunk of data here saying definitively that the game improved in year 2. That's nice to see. 78% say it improved. Only a very small percentage said it declined. And then a certain percentage here, 15.9, said they're not really sure. Stayed the same. Some things improved, some things got worse. Now this one's interesting. If we go, this is my jam right here. Thanks for tuning in if you're just tuning in. Only 50 viewers. That's okay. I thought we'd get like more viewers in a regular video when we're doing a live stream, but I don't know how this stuff works. I don't know how YouTube works. I'm an amateur. So I asked this longer question asking you to rate all of these issues as not important at all, not important, neutral feelings, important to you, or very important to you. And there's all of these questions, and we can kind of go through and see. Basically, what we're looking for is greens and purples. Greens is important. Purple is very important. So let's look for some peak green and purple bars. Now, if we see a peak blue bar or a peak red bar, that means not important at all. I don't love how they do the colors. You can't customize them, but we're looking for greens and purples. So like I said in the annual report, more new original characters. By far, I was pleasantly surprised because this is what I preach all the time on Kart Life. It's my brand to add more original characters to the game. Turns out you guys all agree with me. It was by far the number one, and you can see right here as well, 177 people put that it was most important. One of the three most important, because I did a sub question of all of those issues. If you had to pick three that are most important, which ones would you choose? 177 of you chose more new original characters as one of the three. But if we go through here, also more variety in character alts, important, but not as many very important. So this is still very important to everyone. More new retro tracks from the game, as you guys know, was the second most popular. And again, you just go down here, and after original characters, you see that third entry, 148, 27.1. That's more new retro tracks. And then down here, improved ranked cup, 144, 26.4 right here, almost tied for second place. So original characters being most important by far. And then right there in second place, tied is retro tracks and improved ranked matchmaking. The former, a lot easier to figure out. The second, a lot more complicated, right? More original tracks right here. So nitro tracks, people really did also push for these. They loved the idea of more original nitro tracks like Merry Mountain and Ninja Hideaway. Oh, interesting, Tim. Something you've noticed from fantasy football, people who follow you will share your opinion. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. I guess people are drawn to Kart Life who want those original characters and retro nostalgia. More new city tracks, about even. A lot of people neutral on that one. City tracks returning regularly, a little bit more of a push here. Players would like to see that. Player level 200 added. It's really across the board. Not much there. Tier 80 and up added, also not super important. Neutral and not important at all were the most common there. Level 8 added. Look at this, guys. The players do not want to see level 8 added anytime soon. So that was by far and away the biggest peak in here. New standard challenges added, pretty important. Green, lots of green and purple there. Important or very important. Improved ranked matchmaking, like I said. Huge purple bar here for the most important issue. Increased ranked ruby rewards also did a good showing. That's down here at 75 people choosing it as one of the top three. And I agree. For number one in ranked, you don't even get a 10 pull. You get, it's almost like, could they at least make it 45 rubies so we get a 10 pull? They put it just shy of a 10 pull and we don't even get to do it. It's a little insulting, especially as it's been this way for what, 30 tiers, 40 tiers? Adjustments to tiering up requirements. This is something I feel passionate about, but you guys not as much. So haven't convinced you all that, you know, only the top players should tier up. Spreading out the player bases, you guys are pretty neutral on that. Friends list increased to 100. Everyone's neutral on this one. I thought I'd have some more support on this one. Time trial ranked mode added. Another idea I had. Not much support here from the community. Overall, pretty neutral. Battle mode added. Battle mode added more neutral than I thought. I thought this one was going to get a lot of votes. It got some very important here on the green, but in general, pretty neutral. ACR ranked mode, very neutral or not important at all to some players here. Instant replay feature, also pretty neutral. Track drivers, karts, and gliders, displayable track details via thumbnail. This is something I've been pushing for. Got a little more support from you guys there. Action count added to score summaries and displays. Right now we have to click action count, or the action details on that result screen and see that action count. Be nice if it would display it right there on your score screen. And you guys put some votes in for that. Improvements to Team Rally Tours got some support as well. More new driver skills added, got some support. More new normal and supers. Less emphasis on coin box. I actually thought this one would blow out with very important votes, but pretty neutral here. Less emphasis on coin box. Revamped expert challenges. There's some support there. Also a lot of neutral votes. Updated additional data selects, not much action there. More frequent login bonuses, there's some response there. Improved free-to-play tour gifts, very important. Improved gold pass gifts, very important. Additional gifts between friends got some support. Other UI improvements got some very important support. Multiplayer improvements, more cross-promotion is very neutral. Better engagement with players via social media is neutral. Now, if you go down here, we can see it a little bit more clearly. Of course, Google Forms has, excuse me, leaves some things to be desired. But I know what these are down here listed on the left. You guys can't read them as clearly, but you can see the ones that got the most votes. Again, more original characters, number one. Ranked retro tracks, more retro tracks added, and ranked improvement coming in at second place. And then right here, this is more original nitro tracks. That's actually the third most popular vote, is more original nitro tracks to Mario Kart Tour, a la Ninja Hideaway and Merry Mountain. That got more votes than anything else next. Then we have city tracks returning regularly. You guys cared more about city tracks returning than new city tracks being added. And you cared more about city tracks returning than you did more variety in character reskins. For example, less Marios and Peaches. So there were a couple surprises here in what came out on top. Now, we only had 550 players. I would have loved to get 1,000 players on this survey, get even more data, but it is what it is. Before we dive into this huge pile of responses in the text, we'll just go through these. Did the recent update affect your app performance in any way? I mainly put this in because when I made this survey, it was the height of people complaining about the update and not working on their phones, even though the game gave us about a month of lead time to get our phones updated or whatever it was. 72% said no issues at all with that update. 20% saying somewhat, my phone was compatible, but there are some certain bugs, and that's the truth. There are certain bugs that they are working on. So anyway, what is your age? Trixie, all city tracks are nitro tracks. Well, sure, they're all original to the game, but we have to come up with ways to differentiate things. So city tracks are, Paris, Berlin, Sydney, of course, and we're saying original nitro tracks because we have to have some other term to call Ninja Hideaway and Merry Mountain. We can't lump them all together. They're not the same. What's up? What's up? How are you? So your age, player age, by the way, if you're curious, it's kind of interesting. Thankfully, we don't have many under 13 because if you're under 13, you should not be on my Discord. It's against the rules and you'll be banned. So small sliver there, but then we have a huge amount. A quarter of you are 13 to 18 years old. So welcome to all the Kart Life kids. 19 to 21 here in yellow. Another quarter of you are in your 20s and another quarter of you are in your 30s. And then here's me, big 4-0 this year. That's right, guys. A lot of people wondering how old I am and have always asked. I turned the big 4-0. I'm the oldest YouTube streamer, as far as I know, covering Mario Kart that's out there. So, forever young, hopefully. But that's me here in the blue. 40 to 45 years old, 8.8%. And actually, we have some 45 plus in here, right here. I don't know what number that is. It doesn't show me. That's kind of annoying. Yes, I'm 40. This is 40. So we have additional feedback here, and we have this area I mentioned earlier of what issues not listed in my survey would you like to see addressed. So I did try to include, most of the most popular things I've noticed in the community, the servers. I really pay attention to what you guys are all saying. I tried to include in the survey the most common requests for issues, fixes, and improvements. But let's see what else everyone piped in here. You guys can chat here and leave your comments about it. So controller support, I know Mankalore uses a controller. I know some people would like to see controller support to basically, make this a console game pretty much, beam this to a monitor and play with a controller. I know a lot of people do that with emulation. My personal opinion, I don't think Mario Kart Tour is ever going to add controller support, and I think it's designed to be on this device. I'm a purist when it comes to controllers. I like using the original controls always, so just my personal opinion. A combo meter, I left this particularly off the survey because, again, kind of personal bias here and feelings. I don't think a combo meter would do that much. I know it was in the beta. Combo timing is so minute. There are minute milliseconds, as you guys know, between combo drops. I don't know if you had a tiny bar that was this big on your screen and you see it draining as your combo dies out. How are you going to tell between 5% of combo left, 3%, 1%? It's too small of a visual guide to see. I just don't think visually, in terms of the user interface, a combo meter would even work. Once you get down to that very end, it's not like you're going to be able to... Do you guys know what I'm saying? Plus in the chat if you see what I'm saying. I feel that combo timing is a matter of muscle memory and skill as you play the game more and more and more and more. Yes, and it's inconsistent. It's based on what actions you're doing, and you got to kind of learn them. I have learned to anticipate kind of when a combo is going to die, given if I just did jump boost and coin, or if I just did a mushroom, or whatever it is. Got to learn the muscle memory. But I know a lot of people want combo timer. I just don't see it happening, honestly. I don't see it happening. I don't see it helping. So a couple of combo timer requests. If you could sort your driver, karts, gliders list by highest level, or having us see only the ones we have, so it's less cluttered. Some people have requested ways to sort your drivers, karts, and gliders rather than a long list. I could see them working on that. I'm not sure exactly how it would work. Maybe other games have done this in a way we could study and modify, or maybe you have your favorite drivers, but every track has such different loadouts. I don't really know how you do this. Combo meter during races once again, so a lot of requests here. More stuff to do in week 2, I agree. Make sending daily coins to friends less annoying. One button. Do you guys really think they're going to give us one button to click to send everyone coins and receive coins from everyone? Y'all really think they're going to do that? They're going to make it that easy to get that many coins every day? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to do that. They want you to go in and tap your friends and interact with them one by one and see their scores. That's the idea of it. But yeah, friends list is increased. It is going to take a long time, of course, to do that. I could see receiving all coins as a button. I do not see sending all as a button. Old drivers getting more tracks. New drivers have too many. Yeah, I mean, I've always talked about, I would love if they plucked random drivers from the past and gave them buffs, but they do it every now and then. You guys remember Rosalina Halloween got one a few tours ago, and I try to point these things out when they happen. It's always nice to see. Love to see that happen with Hakamo or Kimono, or even like Musician Mario. If a music tour debuted, they could lock up the whole top shelf except for Musician Mario, and he gets that buff, and people who collected him in the premium challenges or reward, or whenever you had him, or if you got him originally, you get to have that reward. Coins from Coinbox shouldn't clip through walls. Yeah, that would be cool to see them fix that. In fact, I know when you're up against a wall, sometimes the coin box will like stop fully for a second and then like resume spitting coins. You do just kind of have to learn how Coinbox works when it comes to clipping against the walls. If they bounced off the walls all correctly, then a lot of coins would bounce into the track off of the wall. It would probably change our driving strat. I would love to see them fix that, sure. More interesting ways to play the game. There's a scope through the token mechanism to create tours which have vastly different focus. I think this might help differentiate the game from tour to tour. From a numbers perspective, there's already a vast amount of content in the game. I'm concerned that more and more stuff doesn't necessarily make for a better experience. Okay. Interesting comment. And by the way, if anyone comments here, if anyone left any of these comments, feel free to say so in the chat. Oh, cool guy. That was you? Coins or this one? Interesting. I'm on a delay with the chat, so. And sorry my stream doesn't have a chat. Turns out Big Sur with my new iMac, guess what? It doesn't run OBS with browser windows. OBS crashes in Big Sur with browser windows. So just my luck, right? The new computer and OS I got to stream with you guys does not let me show a YouTube chat. Good times. More things to do in week two of a tour. Friendship or clan system. Yeah, some people requested clans where you can make your own groups and go for scores. Welcome rubies on entering on the first day of tour. Sure. Free-to-play ranked cup. Won a tour with a smaller ranked rewards, e.g. 20 rubies instead of the regular 40. Everyone's given an equal loadout for the 3 courses, and players who do well will be matched up with more skilled players. Gives a player who's struggling in regular ranked something for fight for. Love the idea. I don't know how they, determine who is free to play, who is not. People go in and out of free to play also. So if you mean that's open to everyone, that could be a thing. The whales and dolphins would go ahead and go ahead and win that free to play ranked cup, and then lower players could get a little something there. But I don't see them doing 2 separate ranked cups. Send accept all button, we covered that. There's another one. Expand the token shop more because I completed too fast. We're here right now on the first Tuesday of Tokens Aplenty, and I do appreciate that for younger players, players who don't play as much of the game, not even younger, but just people who don't put as much time, more novice or beginner players. The Tokens Aplenty could be a great way to get more tokens, but for someone like me, I completed the token shop last night or yesterday. Day before yesterday. I usually finish it in week 1. A lot of you guys who are serious grinders and players are going to have completed tokens already. Tokens Aplenty does not even exist and show up in my app today. I don't even see the event. So we lose coins from Coins Aplenty from this fix, this change. So it is the first time they've taken something actively away in the coins. A few hundred coins, but every coin matters. So expand the token shop. It's already pretty expanded. They have, whole sets of drivers, carts, and gliders. They have tickets. They have everything is already in there. I don't know what else they would put in the token shop. Some kind of monthly multiplayer seasons with different tiers and rewards. Sure. Yeah, they should definitely expand multiplayer. They've been pushing it with multiplayer challenges every tour. I don't know where they're going with it. We'll see how they develop that mode over time. More access for hard to get gliders, carts for free to play. Okay, maybe in the form of, I don't know, free to play. I mean, maybe they could start bringing in like super rewards for free to play gifts. So instead of just getting, Morton and a pipe buggy or whatever, you could get a you could get a a cucumber or like some random super cart that you don't get to have very often. Controller support, hackers cheers eliminated. Clean up bot names. Data selects more fair, so players get equal of number high-end tickets per tour. I think RNG is going to continue to dominate there. But shops get locked up. Some people go weeks in tours without seeing tickets, and it's very strange. Reduce races needed to remove aggressive bots. Okay. Yep. Increase frequency of driver special skills. Shouldn't have to grind an hour to see a coin box boomerang giant banana. Yeah, these are good suggestions right here. These are a lot of serious fixes that are needed, I think, probably in this whole batch. More giant banana drivers. Ability. We're all waiting for that high-end giant banana driver. Ability. It could be Waluigi, Dracula, Count Waluigi. Able to choose what course you play in multiplayer. Yeah, you could do a lobby just like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe where every player submits a course. I could see them developing this as we go further. Nerfing Coinbox and Coinbox Plus to a rate that it's the least amount of RNG included. Let's see, nerf it so it's the least amount of RNG included. Oh, for the spray or the red coins? I'm not sure exactly what you mean there, but a lot of people would love to see Coinbox nerfed in some way. I don't see them nerfing anything. I mean, they might improve and fix bugs, but nerfing stuff, we don't see that. Discounted bundles, if they didn't do it for first anniversary tour, second anniversary tour, discount packs, I don't see them doing it anymore, but we did get premium challenges and premium challenges plus, ways to Ask spenders to do smaller transactions, $5, $10, $15. I think that's a smart move for them to stay alive. They flat out ignore some drivers, karts, and gliders. Yep. 2019 drivers like King Boo Luigi's Mansion. Yep. Just like we talked about with Rosa Halloween. And by the way, I'm going to post this on the Discord right after this stream, so you guys can all look at this full results here. The amount of high ends and regular pipes, well, they've improved that a lot during during year 2. Pipe 1 is, yeah, still usually the 6 high ends, but I don't know. Maybe they will improve this overall. Maybe they'll start seeing week 1s look a little more like week 2s as we go more and more into the future. People having each other in ranked for real competition and not reused lists. Yeah. In this case, competition would be probably tougher. Reward distribution should be changed. I agree. Too big of a difference between first and second. Okay, we have part of ranked rewards based on action counts and not scores. Borja's ears are perking up right here. It would be cool to see, yeah, honestly, what about a bonus point for action count? So like, let's say you get an action count of 200, which is where the bonus points cut off after that. But let's say you get action counts times 5. So for 200 action counts, you get 1,000 points. For 120 action counts, you get that times 5 or whatever. That could be interesting. I mean, action counts already contribute to score. So your score is determined by action counts. But ranked rewards, scores to decrease the pay-to-win aspect and not score. In order to do this, they could add a 4th track in ranked scope with a default driver car class, says everyone's name. That's something that that someone else suggested. But see, this is why I want a time trial ranked, because it'll be a unique playing field. It won't have to do with frenzies or anything like that. There's ways to do some level playing field competitions. An additional action count based ACR in addition to the score based. It would be interesting to see the big difference between the top players. So more on action count measuring there. What's up, Melody? What's up, Ninja Matt? What's up, everyone who's just joining Fry Gaming? Bilbo Baggins. More creative pipes, not just standard 100, 50, 30. Yeah, covered this in the annual report as well. Would love to see themed kart glider pipes more often. Super heavy pipes as well. Some new items, return the 50 pipes. Yeah, we had a couple tours of just 50 pipes being the normal pipes. I think they were trying it out and they realized this is being too generous. Let's go back to 100 pipes. But they could do this for special occasions. Fix the outrageously violent and vile bots. Does anyone think, plus in the chat, the bots, I feel like everyone says every tour the bots are harder than before. But every now and then it does truly seem like they're harder. Are they harder this tour, guys, or am I crazy? Are they going a little bit nuts? Yeah, it depends on it depends on the track. Are the bots harder on some tracks than others? How does this happen? Are they harder on the same track for the whole tour? Does it rotate? Like on some days, one track has harder bots? It's fascinating. It might be random just to kind of like keep the player base on their toes. I don't get it. To see other players via, wow, look how many responses we have. I can't get through all these. I don't think I'm gonna lose my voice. See other players via ranked players or friends list players. KG. Oh, see their karts and gliders. Amazing. Also to see a slot for your common drivers, karts and gliders, and same. Yeah, I don't really care about seeing my opponents supers and normals. That's just me personally. But it'd be cool to see their karts and gliders. But I like how they've done it. They give us a little window into the player, but there's still an unknown factor. I mean, I think that's fair. More types of bonus challenges. Yeah, absolutely. What happened to take them out quick? That bonus challenge appeared a couple times and then was gone. Daily coin counter, base points counter. Complete summary of previous tours, records, high scores. Agree. I want way more details there. Live ACR leaderboard, or at least update every 3 hours. That could be cool to update it more than once a day. It would help with the sleepers. What's up, Couch? What's up, Jay? Good to see you guys. Oh, a difference in the bots if you're using Tanuki or Daisy in ranked. Interesting. So the bots behave differently based on, and yeah, and sometimes I reload the race and I'll just get, even though the badge bots are not gone, I'll get like a randomly easier one. I don't know. ACR leaderboard extended to 5,000. Combo time bar. When an opponent causes you to crash, combo time should not be shortened affected. Combo should be automatically maintained in Bullet Bill. Obviously, I agree. I would love to see them nerf Bullet Bill, Bubble, and Super Leaf regarding combos. And auto item fixes for those. Super Leaf, by the way, does re-roll in auto item. So it takes a little bit longer, but it re-rolls. It is not exactly like Bullet Bill and Bubble in the fact that it does re-roll an item with auto mode. Keep that in mind. Also, if you use the item early enough, you are fine. I think if you're using the item before the item box, and it can glitch out in the re-roll. But auto item is fine for Leaf. It just takes longer, which does create problems sometimes. Continuous Gold Pass subscription should award 20 rubies per month and a gold pipe rather than 10 rubies per month and a gold pipe every 3 months. I could not agree more. A gold pipe every 3 months, see you later, Jack. A gold pipe every 3 months is, you don't even, it's so infrequent that you don't even remember it. It doesn't register. It doesn't work. It doesn't work psychologically as an incentive. A gold pass once a month would be great. I mean, what chances are you're going to get a freaking, bruiser or whatever glider you don't need? It's not like it's going to break our games to give us an extra gold pass. Am I going to send these results to Nintendo? Sure, I send everything to Nintendo. I mean, I hope they're watching the channel. I could care less about level 8. Being able to sell exchange tickets, I don't think that's going to ever happen. More control in auto photo mode. We've got a lot. In fact, some people unlocked, I was blown away in the screenshot chat on my Discord that you can do tricks on tapping to get new poses from your drivers. I don't know if it was the White Lightning or someone found that if you tap with 4 fingers, they will do their end of race victory pose animation. So they've hidden Easter eggs in auto mode for us to find. Keep exploring and seeing what you can find, guys. Access to tracks outside the tour for fun, practice, or photos, even if it's Gold Pass gated. Maybe. I think that might be something they do when they end the game. Maybe have all tracks accessible. I don't know how they're going to solve that problem. Other methods to getting coins, such as trading tickets that level up drivers' carts and gliders for coins at half. We're not going to be able to trade tickets, guys. We're not going to be able to sell tickets. We're not going to be able to sell anything. It would be too big of a disturbance to how they've done things in the past 2 years. It would be too controversial. No, it would cause too much. It would cause too much backlash to be able to sell tickets or move tickets from one driver to another. It's not going to happen. A button to give coins. We got that. You guys all want one button to do all your coins. So you don't have to work. That also is not going to happen, in my opinion. More consistent multiplayer hits. The game often shows that you were hit. Yeah, well, they're improving the servers. I think multiplayer is improving. And guys, remember, you have to have a great internet connection. You can't go on multiplayer on a terrible Wi-Fi connection and expect it to be a perfect experience with no lags or anything like this. How's it going in the chat? Are you guys, you hear what you feel me? Are you smelling what I'm cooking? Are you enjoying this? I'm gonna have a simple coffee. I never got my Rice Krispie treat. My sister-in-law is an incredible baker. And these are not just Rice Krispies, but bourbon Rice Krispie treats. Yes. Got like a salted caramel glaze on it. Absolutely insane. Okay. More languages in the game. I thought there were tons of languages. Maybe I'm wrong. Send and receive all, errors and logins. I hardly ever get login errors. I often find that is about your internet connection. If you're passing through different Wi-Fi or phone networks, there's going to be issues with logging in sometimes. Just try again. I don't know. Pricing of packs, they are not going to lower the price of packs either. I feel like I'm being the bad cop here and shooting down everyone's suggestions. But a lot of these things I just don't think are realistic, so I just kind of want to put that out there. I don't think they're going to suddenly decrease the price of packs. How would the people feel that spend 20 and 40 every single tour for the past 2 years? I mean, that it's just not fair to do that at this point. It should have been lower to begin with. All the packs should have been cheaper, I think, personally. If they were 10 and 20 instead of 20 and 40, I think people would buy way more packs, but that's me. Good list, thank you. I would like to have more things to do during the second week. I couldn't agree more. Maybe that time trial ranked mode is only in week 2. I would love to see that. Or a battle mode kicks in week 2. Remember, the token shop used to be only week 2. And now here we are 6 days into the tour where a lot of us have finished the tokens. I say put the token shop just in week 2 like it was originally. That would be fine for me. At least give us something to do. Badged bot to aggression badged bot aggression is too high for my liking. I agree. It does take about 30 minutes sometimes to grind out the badge bots, and Nintendo, we're on to you. We figured out how to get rid of the badge bots, even though you're making the badgeless bots harder as well. But yeah, it permanently weakens them for the rest of the tour in this suggestion. I mean, you grind out the badge bots, and if you go to another track or leave the game or accidentally the app closes, like when I open my camera on an iPhone, my Mario Kart Tour app crashes still or restarts. There go my badge bot grinds right there. View tour gifts without being redeemed automatically. Yeah, I agree, like we used to. This is important for people who use multiple devices where rubies don't transfer, and for people who really miss being able to open all tour gifts at once. I don't think they care about letting everyone open them at once because they prefer that way. But my son and I love doing this together. Yeah, it's fun. Some people like opening all the gifts at once. I don't know if they're going to address that though. Add a send greeting coins to all friends. You guys really want that. Being able to select any track to race on in multiplayer. Item button to throw forwards or backwards. Well, we can swipe forward or backwards. That's already doable. If you have questions about it, let me know. Send all controls, customization. So like moving the steer button or something like that. Thankfully, no one is requesting an item button anymore. People used to do that in the early days, but we've all gotten used to this. A way of playing competitively against each other doesn't require you to pay. I mean, look at Kevin Garrett's channel. There is a whole paradigm of playing this game competitively without paying. There should be an option to send all. How many times am I going to see send, receive all greeting coins? I mean, maybe, okay, Nintendo, fine. Give it a try. Let's see if they'll do it. The list covered my issues pretty well, but I'd like to see the item rebalancing. Coin box nerfed, overpowered. One solution to be increase coin spread or make it spawn fewer coins. Yeah, I do think it'd be very controversial if they did it though. I really do. I don't know. I think a lot of people feel it's great, and nerfing an item, I just don't know. It's controversial. I would also like to see old items getting more buffs. Early high-end drivers, yep, like we talked about. Another huge issue is the gacha odds. I know it's one of the only ways for DNA and Nintendo to make money, but they got to increase the regular pipe odds. 6% does not do it anymore with how many permanent items there are in the pipe. And from what I understand, I'm not an expert on gacha games that are out there, but I think they do increase the percentages over time as the game, especially as the player base decreases. So we could see more increasing of the rates. Tim Torch says a point to Tabor that he made recently that they are nerfing Coinbox in 2 ways, limiting tracks and adding more Boomerang and Super Leaf. There you go. I mean, they do somewhat nerf it by natural means of more tracks, more items. We'll see how it goes. There were steady coin boxers this year. I think it'll continue. Couch says, for the sound bug, I love how the support tells you to restart the game and you lose all the patchless spots, right? Well, they tell you to restart the game for the current sound bug, which is, by the way, the background music decreasing when the app is open. You'll see that when I tab into the app in a minute. But they've already addressed this in a known issue in news. They said they are fixing this issue. So when they tell you to restart and that should solve it, the customer support team isn't even on the same page about what to do there. Back to this pipe odds thing, 6% not doing it anymore. This user suggests making the standard week 1 pipe a 9% pipe with 111 spotlight and 222 permanent. I love that idea. Week 2 pipes are fine since it's usually 222 and 111, but be happy if these became 222 spotlights and 222. Yeah, I could see that being a really natural progression to the pipes. How about you guys? Great suggestion there. The addition of crossover characters, the first mention in the entire survey right here of crossover characters from other games. I'm personally not a fan of it. Yes, it's fun racing with Link through Hyrule Circuit in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I'm a purist. I want all these Mario characters that could come. You guys know how many there are. I've named 20 or 30 or 40 of them in all my videos. This user said they played the game at release and stockpiled rubies in hopes of Isabelle and the Inklings coming to Mario Kart Tour just like Mario Kart 8. Alas, we're already in year 3 and they've yet to appear. So there are players out there who would like to see this. We got Kamek, the most anticipated Mario Kart character ever, along with other newcomers like Pauline and Nabbit. What's stopping them from adding previous racers like Isabelle? It's true, they are previous racers. Something the community is aware of already, they need to stop buffing drivers. What do I mean by that? Basically, I do not want to have another Black Birdo, Fire Rosa, Explorer Peach, Pauline Rose situation. These drivers kept on appearing in ranked over and over, with Black Birdo getting buffs basically every tour. Unfair to people who didn't pull from them, but that's why they got the buffs. This is how they have to continue. If everyone has every driver, the game dies. It doesn't work. It breaks. This is the order of things. We make our own game out of the chaos of the continued buffs for drivers, carts, and gliders that get pulled on less. It's how they're going to make money and survive. They have to keep us right on that edge. A great article came out about this recently, where the economy has to be perfectly balanced, where it's not too easy for everyone to exceed and it's not too hard for everyone to succeed. And when there's free-to-play Gold Pass and whales all the way in the whole range, it's a hard thing to do. And honestly, I give them credit for even pulling this whole game off, to be honest. It's a very complex system, and I don't know. We're going to have the drivers that don't get pulled a lot, like Pauline Rose, Black Birdo, Fire Rosa, all these queens of the year, Cat Toad, one of them too. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again with Daisy Swimwear. It's already starting to happen. It might happen. Mario Baseball might be in there. Mario Penguin. Hey, Tanuki Mario might also be one. Tanuki Rosa, you can almost bet will be one. We've talked about this a lot. They should use some of the old drivers for this purpose. Well, I agree about that. I would love to see that even a little bit more. So like a little less of the less pulled drivers, a little more of the old drivers coming back in. That would be good. Some kind of ruby shop where players are able to exchange rubies for rare items. For example, one could purchase a high-end cart randomly chosen from a selection of maybe 50 items for, say, 75 rubies. Okay, I mean, if they really wanted to diversify the shop, then sure, you could spend rubies outright for other things, but we have the tokens for that. They want you to race. Remember, they want you to race and play the game. Thank you for your time, Millie. Sure thing. Is that Millie Millicent in the chat? Re-release the ranked reward supers. Yeah, they will. They'll bring them back. They already repeated one of them. They already repeated Blue Koopa, right? So they'll repeat them. Don't worry. If you're new to the game, they'll bring them back at some point. But you got to reward people for playing the game. More track diversity per tour, not just reusing 10 versions of the same track. They've really moved into this, haven't they? Like only certain families coming in, and then you get the variations of them. I would love to see no repeat tracks at all. So like, let's say you have Bowser's Castle 2 RT. Sometimes that would appear like twice in a tour. If every track only appeared once, maybe add one more family in, that could do it. Adjustment of single player opponents, bots, improved input registration during races. Okay, add all coins with one click. You guys really want this. Lower prices, level up rewards increases, pack prices lowered. More balance because of coin box. Well, we see a lot of themes here. It's for sure. Coin box nerfing. You guys all want the greeting coins to be done with one button, and you want the bots less aggressive. I'd like to see a little bit, at least not getting worse on that front. Pipe shove a lot less common, or cut the pipe to 50 or 75. Yeah, would love to see more super rates like the throwback driver's pipe. Game balance in general, less emphasis on coin box. I did include that there, but I feel this is important. A lot of players don't really enjoy the coin box only meta. Yeah, I feel ya. Again, I hate to be the bad dad here, the bad cop, or play dad, but let's see, how do I say this? Like in basketball, you know, the way you get points is sinking buckets, and you sink 3-point shots to get 3 points. The way you get a lot of points in Mario Kart Tour is through coins and coin box. And then boom box, which is also coins. It's just the game. It's just the rules of the game, and you gotta. That's how you get the scores. You play a game by following the rules and doing whatever you do in the game to get the highest points. I don't really know how else to say it. New items could potentially rival Coinbox still. We thought Leaf might be one of them. It's not. There could be other items in the future that could be that. I've thought of many of them. I've thought of them before. Hey, Nintendo, call me up. I can help you brainstorm on items that could rival Coinbox. Balance some characters' top shelves. Yeah, I don't know why Party Time Toad doesn't get a lot of love. I don't know why they choose who they do. I mean, Party Time Toad surely didn't get tons of pulls either, and he didn't get the buffs that Cat Toad did. Maybe if you play the game for a year, give or take, maybe the game could give you 45 rubies or free golden pipe. Sure, I would love to be rewarded for playing every day for 2 years straight. A leaderboard for bonus missions so we can see how well your friends did. I like that, actually. The bonus challenges, compare with your friends. Because the bonus challenges for hardcore players, they don't even register. Sometimes I start one and set my phone down and go get a drink and or a coffee, and then I come back and I've got my 3 stars. In fact, I think you could win the obstacles challenges tour by not even touching the screen. It'd be cool if we could compete for these challenges just like they do on Carlos Discord sometimes. Especially like action count, the ones for that, or jump boost or whatever. Play any course at any time. More free to play, more specific returns to characters like Santa Bowser. A lot of people saying you covered it all. Have some form of algorithm to detect cheaters. Yeah, I mean, right now it's the community has to kind of blow up the Twitter or the feedback and let Nintendo know about a cheater. I don't know how many people at Nintendo or DNA are out there actively looking for cheaters in the ACR lists, but sure, we'd love to see them approved. Let's see, covered a lot above. Buying a quick ticket. Yeah, they took out buying a quick ticket. They could pepper that into daily selects. I could see that. A lot of people want to get that quick ticket access for all clear. Oh my gosh, all cup ranking to go ahead and get into those last 4 cups. Reducing premium tier shop prices to match data selects. They might do this. This isn't something I'm going to say they're never going to do. But those like 20,000 coins for a uncap. See, a driver high-end ticket's already 15K. And they're not going to take it down to 12, normal price. I don't know, man. I think it's probably staying where it is. Less required multiplayer challenges. I know a lot of people would love to see that, but they are pushing multiplayer for some reason. If you want those rubies, get in there and master it. That's classic Mario Kart for you right there, man. Play defensively, best lines, take those shortcuts. Multiplayer can be really fun to master. Just get a good internet connection. I've covered this in some videos. Buff older high-end drivers, avoid repeating the same tracks in ranked. Yeah, that's my problem with looking at any kind of lists out there or algorithms or like track lists for drivers. Like, let's say Black Birdo has 31 tracks or whatever she has. How often are those individual tracks coming into ranked? I have a feeling, and we can talk to Tabor about it, that a lot of tracks might not even ever come into ranked. They repeat a lot of them. We could get into looking at that data more. New All Cup ranking badges, top 50, top 250, top 500. Would love to see that. Definitely would love to see that. I'd go for that top 500 or 250 often, I think. Viewing your friends or their ranked opponents' karts and gliders in their inventories, not just drivers. Yeah, like we covered there before. I think drivers only is a sensible tease that they give us, but a lot of people want to see the full lists. Add date joined or count created on their profile. Yeah, I would love to see so much more player data shown in our profile. They could easily show how long we've played. I mean, we missed a lot of opportunities to give us badges for each tour. I originally wanted in this game, excuse me, we have the all clear pipe, but what I wanted was one badge for each tour, like they do now in the today's challenge pipe on day 14. Imagine if you played from day one and you had a New York tour badge, a Paris tour badge, a Halloween tour badge, a Tokyo tour badge, and you had a badge for completing every tour all the way back to the beginning as a flex. I would love that so much, but it's too late and they don't have that data anymore, I don't think. Otherwise, they'd show it to us. I think we've covered a lot of it. It's about done here in this list. Boost some old bad items. Reward for level max 150. Oh, definitely. I was so disappointed when I got to level 150 and S+6 max and I didn't get anything. So disappointing. Way to see the score required for 5 stars before starting the race. That'd be nice. Also, so many little user interface fixes that we could have. Makes it easy to see if it's worth trying to improve your score and get that final star. Well, improving your score, if you raced once, you know what the final one is. So I would just edit that. Wait, there's 121 more? What? There's so many responses? Okay, well, I can't read 121 more. Good God. Okay, so I will link this in the chat, in the Discord for you all, and in the comments of this video, I'll link it as well. There's this whole other thing about providing space for additional thoughts or feedback. Kart Life rules, controls are still an issue. I don't know. Really like this game, even after 2 years. Wish more supers and normals were added, but the game has developed great. Love this game. In order for me to continue for a while, it has to improve the ranked matchmaking, so the devs have to start listening to the player base. Hi Nintendo, we're here. This is for you. Spending this time to give you this feedback. We'd love for you to take it into consideration. Feels like a rushed development. I don't know what you mean by that. The game in general. Sandbox mode where you can choose to play any course. Happy with the game. The improvements they make aren't always the ones I want, but often add a new wrinkle. That's true. Not fond of daily challenges. While the potential rewards are great, I'd love to have more tickets available during the login bonus days. No complaints, like City Track, so if they appear often. Love the direction the game's going, but I just feel the value of high ends is all over the place. It makes no sense how some high ends have only 10, while others have 25. Yeah, I mean, do they sit around in a room and decide all this stuff? It's very interesting to think about. Started playing from Ninja Tour. I'm not a fan of all of gacha games, but seeing brand new content outside of previous Mario Kart games brought me in. It was also incredibly obvious how well the track had been designed to make use of the limitations of the mobile platform to create a more interesting design. I believe more tracks like this will help appeal to a wider audience and grow the player base. Couldn't agree more. A feature where we're able to see our opponents' karts and gliders. You guys really want that. More Toadette. Started back in Mario Luigi. Honestly, the game made quite some improvements, but the most annoying things are reoccurring tracks and consecutive tours or even ranked. It's true. It's true. We don't need that. More variety. The regular city tracks and nitro tracks, you can barely play them. It is a little bit puzzling, but I think they want to make them special. I think they want to make them special occasions. I can see the logic there, but it'd be nice if we could get them more often. Bots should not be able to do what a regular player cannot. No sharpshooter, bob-omb cannons, bullet billing to first place, mushrooms with a speed boost. I agree. Ranked has been especially difficult over the past 2 months because my daily selects went from giving 4 high-end tickets to just 1. When the game performs in this manner, it's difficult not to believe Nintendo favors certain types of players over others. Yes, but even whales, I will cite Kareem the Dream, Kanye East, one of my whale captains. He's a big spender for the game, and he's had his shop shut down. Studfit, a huge spender, had his shop shut down last fall. Borja, not as much of a spender, but all types of players have their shop shut down. I don't know the rhyme or reason to it. We do not know. Yes, we should send this in the annual report in the feedback tab. Let's do it. I'll do a copy and paste. You guys can send this all in as feedback. Let's do it. I want to kind of wrap up. We've been on 1 hour and 9 minutes. And before we go, I'd like to do a little bit of a ranked cup moment here. Purchases are way too expensive. Not much else to say. 17-year-old loves playing the game, wants to keep playing it. No Mario Kart 9. Well, it is to me. DK character mentioned here. Yeah. Yes, there are different types of players. Some people talk about specifically the type of player they are, and you guys can read through these in full if you like. It is fun to look through all of your comments. I really thank you all for doing it. I've been getting busier. If I don't renew my gold pass, it'll be because I don't have much time for the game. That's true. Rewards for ACR, a lot of improvements, but a ways to go. Here's a specific error call out, 806-7245, hype in the chat if you know what that error message is. That's very specific. This should be their job to do this instead of you. Thank you for everything you do in the community. Yeah, I guess we'll end on that one. Thank you. Thank you for that nice comment. I agree. That's why I'd love for them to hire me to do this for them. Look at all these comments. I'll let you all read it in full. How's that sound? Because my voice is like getting low and we don't need an hour and a half of reading through all this stuff. But geez. Oh, this is cool. I did want to read this one. I stumbled upon this one and I'm glad I saw it again. This is really fun. Have a collection book which has either a percentage total or basically a goal to gain awards based on your collection, drivers, carts, or gliders, even badges. Do you know how in a lot of games, especially Nintendo games, you can unlock achievements? What if there were achievements in this game? So the idea is through other gacha games that give you a reward like free currency to use for your summons, aka pipe pulls, the dev can make difference than the standard challenges for a UI for a collection book with an achievement to claim awarded as a ranked collectors, so you can get them all. For example, scavenger, collector, hoarder, connoisseur, completist, imperialist. In other words, there are some things they could do, like if you have every normal cart, like if you have the blue bitty buggy and you got the cart completist badge or thing, that would just be a cool thing. And maybe you get 10 rubies for getting that or something. There's a lot of good ideas in here. We'll share them all on the Discord as soon as this video is over. So that'll do it for the survey. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share the results of the survey on the Discord. I will announce it. I will do a community post on YouTube with the results of the survey. I'll post it in the link of this video. I will also do a copy paste in the Discord later today that has a feedback you can copy and paste that contains links to the annual report and the survey. If you would like to send this to Nintendo and the devs of Mario Kart Tour, you can go into your settings, go into customer support, feedback, general or other issues, and just paste that in, and maybe they'll get blown up with links to it. It's up to you. I like to think Nintendo and Nina are already watching my channel. So yeah, anyway, comments in the chat, guys. What did you think of these results? We will say goodbye in the video, but I will keep the stream going a little bit. We'll pop back over into the game. We're gonna do a little bit of ranked cup fun with Tanuki before we go away, because I never get to grind with you guys, and since we're streaming, we might as well do it. So thanks so much for coming, everyone who is here. Thanks so much for everyone who did the annual report survey. A lot of interesting data we can pass on to Nintendo for the future, and hope for the best as this game continues to grow in year 3. So thanks so much for tuning in to these survey results, and we'll see you guys next time.